Good day, everyone. My name is Adrian Putra Perdana, and today I'm going to present my final project from the data mining course. Okay, an established food retailer has introduced a self-scanning system that allows customers to scan their items using a handheld mobile scanner while shopping. This type of payment leaves retailers open to the risk that a certain number of customers will take advantage of this freedom to commit fraud by not scanning all of the items in their cart. Empirical research conducted by supplier has shown that discrepancies are found in approximately 5% of all self-scan transactions. The research does not differentiate between actual fraudulent intent of the customer, inadvertent errors, or technical problems with scanners. The goal is to minimize losses. The food retailer hopes to identify cases of fraud using targeted follow-up checks. The challenge here is to keep the number of checks as low as possible to avoid unnecessary added expense, as well as to avoid putting off innocent customers due to false accusation. At the same time, however, the goal is to identify as many false scans as possible. The objective is to create a model to classify the scans as fraudulent or non-fraudulent. The classification does not take into account whether the fraud was committed intentionally or inadvertently. So this is the code for the classification, and I import some useful library. And for the data processing, pre-processing, firstly we import the dataset. So we got three dataset: train train data, test data, and y underscore test data. This is the data frame for train, and this is the data frame for test data, and this is the data frame for y test data. So here in the info is to check the data type and to check whether there is null data or not. Here we can drop the null data using dropna and using as type to change the data type into integer. So here in this case, I already changed the data type into integer. Before there is some data type, it is float. Okay, so I already change it into integer. And this is again to check whether there is still null file or not. And in this one to check values in fraud column. So for 0 it means no and 1 means yes. In the 0 value it got 1000 more than 1700 data. In 1 value it gets more than 100 data. It's the same like this in the data frame y test. So in the 0 value it got more than 474,000, and for the 1 value is 23,000. Next we scale the data by using standard scaler. First we copy the trend data frame and then drop the fraud column. We also create a copy of the test data frame. And then we scale all the data in column from the train and test data frame. So for the feature selection, we select the feature for X and Y. For X-train and X-test, we use all column from train 1 data frame and the test 1 data frame, but we already exclude the fraud column. And for Y-train, we use fraud column for the F-train and Y-test from DF Y-test data frame that consists fraud column as well. For the modeling, we use a tree model with different algorithm using default parameter from a scalar, which is KNN, decision tree, KNN, decision tree, and random forest. The reason we use tree model it is because we want to compare between model and find the best accuracy. And also we scan the we find the value, calculate the value of the confusion matrix and area under curve for each model. So first we see the score, the accuracy score for the KNN. It got 0.93, and this is the score for the KNN, the precision, recall, and F1 score. This is the value for the confusion matrix of the KNN, and area under curve, it got 0.65. In decision tree, it got 0.93 for the accuracy, and this is the score, the precision, recall, and F1 score for the decision tree. This is the value of the confusion matrix of the decision tree, and for the area under curve, it got 0.67. For the random forest, the accuracy is 0.95, which is the highest among the other model, and this is the score respectively for the random forest, the precision, recall, and F1 score again. This is the confusion matrix value for the random forest, and the area under curve, it got 0.61. Next, we compare the model from all three model, the KNN, decision tree, and random forest. As we can see in this plot, the accuracy, the random forest has the highest accuracy, also in the precision, but decision tree has the highest value in the recall, F1, and area under curve. To get better result from the model, we do the parameter tuning using grid search cross validation method. The model that we want to do the tuning is decision tree because decision tree is leading in 3 out of 5 metrics. Parameter that I use from decision tree model is max depth, max features, mean sample sleeve, and mean sample split. So why we use decision tree? It is because, yeah, what I said before. So decision tree is leading in 3 out of 5 metrics, which is the recall, F1, and decision area under curve. And next one, we calculate the score of the decision tree that has been through the parameter tuning and also the area under curve as well. So the value after the parameter tuning, it got 0.94 for the accuracy and the precision, recall, and F1, and also area under curve. Next, we compare the original decision tree result and with the tuning decision tree. So here we can see the value the value is increasing a little bit after the parameter tuning. There was a 1.05 change in accuracy, 22% in precision, 4.36 in recall, 13% in F1, and 27% in area under curve. So for the final result, we create a column called fraud prediction, and then this is the result. This is the value for the fraud prediction in trend data frame. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.